Hello, hello, hello. And how's everybody today? As if you can answer me. Whatever. As you can see, today is my makeup basket. I'm going to call it the monthly makeup basket, but if it takes me a little longer to do what I need to do, then I'll take that amount of time. Now, of course, I'm going to be having my Project Pan makeup, so that is always on the table. I will link my Project Pan below if you are interested in seeing that video. But seeing as in the case of my foundation, my concealer, my brows, that kind of thing, I don't have anything that's not cruelty-free. So, those things will not be listed, but you can watch my Project Pan video and you'll at least see what it is. So all of that stuff is always on the table. And then we'll go ahead and get started with my rest of it, I guess. Okay. So first thing I've got here, this is the Tarte Clean Slate 12-Hour Brightening Primer. It's just a little one. And so I've got that. And that probably won't last me the month. If and when I run out, then I'll just go back to using my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer. For eyeshadow primer, I have still, you guys have seen these before, the NYX HD High Definition Shadow Base and the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. I think this is the dollar one. It came in one of the Villains palettes, you know, those eyeshadow palettes. Okie dokie. Next thing, for prepping my lips, I'll be using the EOS in Watermelon Wonderland. As you can see, it's about halfway. I know that that's irrelevant for a makeup basket, but nonetheless. For bronzer, I will be using the e.l.f. Contouring, the bronzer in the blush and bronzer duo. And of course the blush will be one of my blushes. Oh, and by the way, everything that I am wearing today will be listed in the down bar. And I am wearing, everything I'm wearing today is out of my makeup basket. So. Okay, so since we're on blush, we'll just stay there. I have the Tarte blush in Adventurous. Let me see here. There we go. And that came in the Carried Away kit. And then I have the Tarte blush in Magic that came in the little mini 4 set that came out for Christmas. So there's that. And the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Passion Pink. And then for shadow bases, I have the Wet n Wild Idolize in Envy. Is that coming up green? That's green. The Tarte Smolderize in Espresso. That's just a really nice brown, and it's coming up very dark. I did notice that this was in my makeup basket last time that I made a makeup basket video, but I only used it like once, so I'm going to be a little better about using this stuff in my makeup basket. And then the e.l.f. Shadow Stick and Eyeliner. This is in Green and Moss, so that's the green. You can hear all the traffic because I have the door open over there because it's a nice, beautiful, summery, springish, sure, whatever. And then the eyeliner is Moss. I'm on kind of a green thing. You'll see it in a minute. And then that was my pencil eyeliner. And then for cream eyeliner, I have the e.l.f. cream eyeliner in Metallic Olive, and that is looking, there we go. Apparently everything's got to be back here by my face to show up right. And then, single eyeshadows. More e.l.f. e.l.f. in Burnt Plum. I know that's not technically a spring color, but I'm also using the e.l.f. Long Lasting in Soiree. And I remember telling Prissy that I would try these two together, so I thought I would put it back in there. This was also in my last makeup basket, and I didn't use it. I think I used it once. And then the last single eyeshadow is Milani Fusion, the Baked. You guys are very familiar with this because this is one of my very favorite colors. And as long as the eyeliner in my project pan is still in there, the bronzy brown one, this will stay because I use this as shadow liner. But I'm going to experiment and wet it and use it as liner all over and see how that works out. And then of course my one lovely, because I only do one mascara at a time, I don't keep multiples open. So you guys are used to this. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused. Then for eyeshadow palettes, I've got some trios and everything, so we'll just get right to it. So this is the I can't even talk. This is the Physicians Formula Baked Collection, and this is Baked Spices. This is Wet n Wild, one of the Color Icon trios. So I can get it open. And that's Sweet as Candy. This is an old, discontinued, doesn't exist anymore. This is Wet n Wild Eye Sparkle. And that is in Star Clusters. Okay. This is one of those e.l.f. custom. I made this palette. And I will annotate over here somewhere the color names because I honestly don't know what they are, but this is the little warm palette that I made it. Ah! I just dropped the brush. Anyway. And then this is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I know this is going to be a shocking revelation. If I can get the dead burn thing open. I've never used it. I've had this forever, and when I got it, it was broken. Someone sent it to me. A friend of mine picked one up for me, and I don't know how she does it, but she gets major discounts on drugstore makeup. So she sent it to me, and that was broken. But I have never used it, so I'm gonna. And then I'm going to properly break in my Crimson Amulet Palette from NYX, just to give you the little, yeah. So we have all these eyeshadows. There's 5 blushes. The top 2 are matte. And then we have my highlighter is going to be out of this palette. And then it has lippies, which I hate lippies in a palette like that. So I won't be using those. And then speaking of lippies, real quick, we'll go ahead and do those and get you back to your day. Let me move all this crud around. Okay, so my one and only cruelty-free lip liner. This is the Jordana Easy Liner, Rock and Rose. And I've never actually used this, so this will be me breaking them in as I fling it everywhere. And then I have the Tarte Exposed Lipsurgence. This is one of the matte ones. And then for lip glosses, I have from the Carried Away palette, this is Myrrh, M-E-R. This is Heath. You guys have seen this before. It was in a favorites, and look how much I've used because I like it. And then this is Anna. So that is my makeup basket, and like I said, I will link everything below, what I'm wearing and my project pan video so you can see that. So you guys have a great one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!